Okay, hello there. Today, in continuation to yesterday's topic of linear equation in one variable, we will see today the other method of finding the value of variable. Yesterday we learned one method, that was inverse method. Today we will learn shifting method, or the other name is transportation method. Alright? And I have over here given 4 examples to illustrate this shifting or transportation method. So let's see how we find the value of variables in this case. In this case, the value of variable is x. The variable is x. Let's see how we find x. Alright. Beginning with implied sign as always. There is x plus 5 on the left hand side of this equation. Again, like in inverse method, we isolate x. In shifting method also we are going to isolate x. X will be on one side, that is left side. Rest all the numbers should be on the right hand side of the equal sign. But in this method, we change the position of this number which is attached with x. What is attached with x here? Plus 5. So this plus 5 I am going to take it to the other side. That is called transportation method or shifting method. But when this plus 5 goes on the other side, from plus its sign will change to minus. This is the rule of shifting or transportation method. Plus 5 which is attached with x will go on the other side and become minus 5. Alright? In this one, there is x minus 3 equals to 7. Here with x what do you have? Minus 3. So this minus 3 will go on the other side and become plus 3. So it's like this, 7 plus 3. So you can see, compare both of them. In this one, plus 5 shifted its position and went on the other side, became minus 5. Here minus 3, which was with x, it went on the other side of equals to sign and became, from minus it became plus 3. Okay? So let's find the value. So x value will be 9 minus 5, 4. Alright. So similarly here also, x value will be 7 plus 3, 10. So if plus 5 is there on the left hand side of equals to sign, that plus 5 will go on the other side. In that way, x becomes isolated, alone. Okay, plus 5 which was with x initially has shifted its position and went on the other side, but in doing so, its sign will change, it becomes minus. Similarly here, minus 3 which was with x went on the other side of the equals to sign and changed sign from minus, it became plus. Alright, so this is how x became isolated, and in that way we got the value of x. Okay, this is how we do in transportation method. If there is plus number or if there is minus number. Now let us come to see what we do in transportation method when there is multiplication or division. Okay, let's do this one. Now 7m means 7 into m. No sign between 7 and n means multiplication is there. Initially, yesterday we learned in inverse method that what we used to do, to remove 7 we divided with 7 and this side also. Alright, but in this case we are not going to do that. In this case we are not going to do that. Shifting method is not like inverse method. Here, in order to isolate the variable is m. The 7 which is present in relation to m, what is the relation? Multiplication. So now this 7 will change its position and go on the other side of equals to sign. Like here only, all numbers on the left side goes on the right side, changes its position. So here also 7 will go and change its position, but when it goes on the other side, it will not be as multiplication like it was there in the left side. When it goes on the right side, it will become as division. So 7 will go on the other side, but it will now go in the denominator. Okay, it will be a divisor. divided with 5. It is divided with 5. Like here 7 was multiplied with m. The variable was multiplied with 7. Here the variable is divided by 5. In case when it is divided by, then also we can isolate a variable. How? This divided by 5 will go on the other side, but not in the denominator. It will now go in the numerator. So it's very simple to understand. If multiplication is there, it is in the numerator, and when it goes on the other side, it stays in the denominator. Okay, when it is in the numerator, it is multiplied, it will change its position and go in the denominator. And if it is in the denominator as divided by, the number will go on the other side, change its position, shift, and come in the numerator. If it is in the denominator, it goes on the other side and stays in the numerator, with the numerator. Okay, now we can solve it. M equals to 21 by 7, 7 3 is 21. And in this case, 5 by 3, 50. So this is how we do in shifting or transportation method, finding value of variable. Let's revise once. Okay, very short. If plus 5 is there with variable, it goes on the other side and becomes minus 5. If there is a minus number, like minus 3 is there, then it goes on the other side and becomes plus. If there is multiplication, if variable is multiplied with a number, the number goes on the other side, but in the denominator. If the number is there along with variable as denominator, it will go on the other side and come to the numerator. So this is the rule in transportation or shifting method. Alright, let us directly go to exercise 12b and do these sums. And I believe that as we do these sums, if you have any doubt still in this method, shifting method, then it will be clear. Alright, so let's do the first number here. I have written the question and I have solved it also. Let me explain it to you. The question is x plus 7 equals to 16. Okay, on the left hand side we see there is the variable x, and what is there with x? Plus 7. Plus 7 is there. And what's the rule to find the value of variable? Variable has to be isolated, left alone. So how do we leave x alone? This plus 7 has to be transferred to the other side. Okay, in transfer or shifting method, we change the position of the variable from the, not the variable, the constant, from the variable side to the other side of equals to. So plus 7 will come this side and become minus 7. And then it's very simple. 16 minus 7 is 9. So x value is 9. Okay, now coming to question number 2. Question number 2. We have this one in mixed fraction. Let me solve this thing. 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5 by 2 equals to 5. So don't you see any similarity between these two questions? Here also there was a number with variable x. Here also there is a fractional number with the variable t. This had plus sign, this also has plus sign. So this fractional number, when it has to cross and go on the other side, from plus 5 by 2, it will come this side and become minus 5. So on the other side you have already 5 present there. So this plus 5 by 2 will go on this side and become minus 5 by 2. So this is fraction. We need to take LCM. Nothing is there below 5. Take it for granted 1 is there. 1 how much is 2? 1 2 is 2. And numerator is 5. 2 how much is 2? 2 1 is 2. Numerator there is 5 again. So you have 5 2 is 10 minus 5 by 2. B by E value is 2 1 by 2. Okay, I hope you understand this. Coming to now question number 3. Question number 3 is a minus 1 equals to 9. Alright, you see over here, there is the variable a. With a you have minus 1. Isolating the variable a, what do I have to do? I have to take minus 1, change its position and take it on the other side. What's the rule for taking minus digit on the other side? Minus digit becomes plus. So you have already 9 on the right hand side. When this minus 1 goes on the other side, it becomes plus 1. Minus 1 going on the other side, shifting method, it becomes plus 1. So it's very simple now. A value is 9 plus 1, 10. A value is 10. Likewise, question number 4. Question number 4 we have t minus 8 equals to 12. T minus 8 equals to 12. Now let me make one thing very clear to all of us. I am not going to separately give these questions on WhatsApp. You have to attend my classes. When you attend my classes, you will see all these sums along with the explanations before how to solve these sums. But if you don't attend my classes, then you will not know. I am not going to separately put any other printed material. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone. So when you attend my classes, you will come across all these notes. For notes, I am not separately going to put anything on WhatsApp. You have to attend my classes, see these sums being solved in front of you, how they are solved, and then you will know, or you will get the notes also. Okay, coming to our question number 4. Beginning with implied sign. T minus a equals to 12. T minus a equals to 12. So t is the variable. T has to be isolated. So in order to isolate t, minus a will go on the other side. And what's the rule of any minus number going on the other side? It becomes plus. So 12, you can see 12 is already present on the right hand side. When this minus 8 comes to this side of equals to, it becomes from minus to plus. So t equals to 12 plus 8, that is 20. Okay. Likewise, we have question number 5. Now question number 5 is given in decimals, decimal numbers. N minus 1.6 equals to 2.4, and we are using shifting method, transportation method. So in order to isolate the variable, what is the variable? Variable is n. We have to take minus 1.6 from the left side of equals to the right side. So on the right side already 2.4 is present. So I will have to take minus 1.6 on the other side. So in that process, minus 1.6 becomes plus 1.6. So now we all have to do is add these two. So let me do the addition here only. Let's add 6 plus 4 is 10, carry 1. 2 plus 1, 3 plus carry 1, 4. 4.0 can simply be written as 4 only. 4.0. After point there is 0. 0 doesn't have any value. So only 4 is taken. So n value is 4. Okay, the next question is 8z equals to 72. how to isolate z? What did we learn? For shifting method, how do we isolate z when there is multiplication sign with a constant number? How do we do that? Okay, we do that by taking this constant number 8 on the other side. But when this goes on the other side, right now it is in the numerator. Okay, 8z means what? 8 into z means there is 1 as denominator. Alright, 8 into z can simply be written as 8 into z divided by 1. This divided by 1 is the denominator. So from numerator position, 8 will come in the denominator. That's the rule for shifting method. In shifting method, when multiplied by some constant number is there, the variable can be isolated by taking the constant number on the other side in the denominator. So now let's solve. 8, how much is happening to 8? 9. So z value is 9. Similarly, question number 7, 10x equals to 90. Can be written as 10 into x equals to 90. And I am telling again, the position of 10 into x is in the numerator. By default, 1 is there in the denominator, but we don't write it. Even if it is not written, it is taken for granted that this 10 into x is in the numerator. So right now, x is the variable. To isolate x, 10 will go on the other side. And what's the rule? Multiplication is there with x multiplied by 10. So 10 will go on the other side as denominator. If multiplication, then it goes on the other side as division. That's the rule for shifting method. 10, how much is 90? 10, 9 is 90. So x value is 9. Next question is 1 by 9 t equals to 4. Now no sign means multiplication sign. And as usual this t is in the numerator, and by default 1 is there in the denominator. So can be written as 1 into t is t, 9 into 1 is 9. So 1 by 9 t equals to 4 can be written this way also, t by 9 equals to 4. Now it is clearly visible that t is there as variable and 9 is there in the denominator. Division sign, t divided by 9 equals to 4. So to isolate t, divided by 9 will go on the other side and become multiplied by 9. In other words, from denominator position it goes on the other side in numerator position. From denominator, when it goes on the other side, it goes to the numerator. See in this one, here in multiplication, okay, from numerator it goes to denominator. But when there is division, then from denominator position it goes to numerator. Please understand this. Okay, for multiplication, to isolate the variable, the number goes in the denominator. For division, for isolating the variable, the number goes to the numerator. From denominator position to numerator. Here, from numerator position to denominator position. Okay, now let's calculate t value. 9 4 is 36. So t value is 36. Let's do question number 9. Question number 9 says 10 equals to x divided by 1.5. All this while, the variable side used to be on the left hand side. Now in this question we see that the variable x side is on the right hand side of equals to. Doesn't matter, we can always change the side. Okay? From right hand side we can bring the whole thing towards the left hand side, and this 10 can be written on the right hand side. Change of place. It doesn't change anything. Okay, we only have interchange the positions. Now it's very simple. X is the variable. To isolate x, divided by 1.3, this 1.3 will go on the other side, and from denominator position it will assume numerator position. Alright? From denominator to numerator. You must have heard this term called cross multiplication. This is the same thing we are doing. We are cross multiplying 1.3 from this side to this side. We are crossing the position of 1.3 from this side, that is denominator position, to the other side in the numerator position. Now let's solve it. 10 into 1.3 is 30. You can solve it in the rough. Remember, in 10, 1, 0, point will jump one digit on the front side, this side. So when point jumps this side, point comes out and we get 13. So x value is 13. Okay, question number 10. Question number 10 is x divided by 2.8 equals to 1 divided by 1.4. Our decimal chapter knowledge will come handy here. Okay, if you have forgotten this decimal chapter, we will come across do this and then your memory may be refreshed. Let's do this thing. On the left side you have the variable, and with the variable you have divided by 2.8. So we have to isolate x. So when we isolate x, 2.8 will change its position and go on the right hand side, and from denominator position it will go in the numerator position. But you already have 1 divided by 1.4 on the right hand side. So where will you place this 2.8? We know that 2.8 will go on the other side, and we know it will go in the numerator. So let us place it in the numerator only. So x will go in the numerator. See, from denominator on the left hand side, it crossed over on the other side and went to the numerator. So 2.8 into 1 is 2.81. Anything multiplied by 1 is that same thing, divided by 1.4. Now how to solve this? We have to remove these points. Okay. So let me remove point from 2.8 and point from 1.4. But there is a rule, remember, if you have to remove point, then from numerator if you are removing point, down something will come. What is that something? 10. Similarly, from down if you are removing denominator, if you are removing point, then in the numerator also something will come. There is 10. Now the question is, why this 10 has come? Rule is, after point should be treated as 1. So from numerator when you are removing point, in the denominator we will write this 1. And how many digits? That will be zeros. So here after point, how many digits? 1 digit. So 1 0. So after writing 1 and 1 0, that is 10. is one digit after 5, so 1 0 has come. So in the numerator also 10, denominator also 10. In this way, you can remove the point. You can remove the point from numerator as well as the denominator. So 10 cancels. Also, if you know 14 is stable, 14 1 is 14, 14 2 is 28. So what is x value? X value is 2 divided by 1 or simply 2. Okay, x value is. Let's do question number 11 now. You have a plus a equals to minus 2. Again, now we are returning back to the previous like question number 1, 2, 3 and 4 type. Okay, in that we had seen which variable some plus number or minus numbers used to be there. So a is the variable. A has to be isolated. Then what will happen to plus a? Plus a will cross over, shift its position and become minus 8. So minus 2 is already there on the right hand side of equals to. Plus 8 will go on the other side and become minus 8. Plus 8 will go on the other side. So let's solve. A equals to minus 2 minus 8. Both the digits are in negative. Same sign number we add. So 8 and 2 added becomes 10. Both have minus sign. Answer also will have minus sign. So A value is minus 10. Next number. Question number 12. Question number 12, we have c minus 2 equals to minus 5. Same like this. Same like this. Only that instead of plus number, we have a minus number. Rule is same. Minus 2 has to be transported on the other side, shifted on the other side. Minus 5 is already there. When minus 2 goes on the other side, it becomes plus 2. So minus 5 plus 2. Opposite sign numbers we subtract from the bigger minus the smaller. 5 minus 2 is 3. And whichever number is the bigger number and whatever sign it has, that sign will be there. So out of 5 and 2, 5 is there, bigger, minus sign is there, minus sign will come. C value is minus 3. Okay, question number 13. Let's do question number 13. Minus 3 plus y equals to 18. So y is the variable in this case. And with y, what do you have? Minus 3. So minus 3 will cross on the other side, shift on the other side or get transported on the other side, and it becomes from minus 3 to plus 3. So this side plus y or only y is to be written with no sign, it's taken for granted it is plus. And here you have already 18 present. Minus 3 when it goes on the other side becomes plus 3. So plus 3 will be written. So y value is 21. 18 plus 3, 21. Alright, now the last two questions, question number 14 and question number 15, I am giving you as homework. Please do these two exercises, two sums from this exercise and complete this exercise. I hope you have understood today's class. We have completed shifting method, in other words, transportation method. So both the methods of solving variable in a linear equation we have done. First method was, yesterday we learned inverse method, and today we learn transportation or shifting method. Thank you very much.